Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're reacting to School on Wheels, and tomorrow we're reacting to B-Class Bullies. And guys, I'm still working hard to try to get those Thomas and Friends theories, but I need your guys' help. Let me know any Thomas and Friends theories you want me to mention on my YouTube channel. Please let me know in the comments. And if there's a video you want me to react to, again, please let me know in the comments. So without further ado, let's get started. But yeah, tomorrow we are doing B-Class Bullies, so let's get started.
In a storm, the school roof at Harwood was damaged and the children had to go to school near the big station. But Duck soon found an old coach in a siding called Dexter, who was turned into a mobile school classroom. But now the roof was repaired and the children couldn't wait to go back inside again. This means Dexter can no longer be used. Oh, I do love being at school, he said sadly. I understand your feelings, Dexter, replied Sir Charles Topham Hatt. But you were only converted to a classroom until the school roof was repaired. And now since that had happened, it's time to go back as a regular coach. Well, you're right, sir. I'm just glad that I'm still going to be useful instead of being left rotting away in that siding. Besides, I could share what I learned as a school to the other coaches. They'll be amazed at what I've learned. That's the spirit, Dexter. We'll send you to the work so you can get back into service. If you ever visit the island of Sodor and are interested in the stories from the various railways, then you should visit the Railway Archives. It's a treasure trove of stories over the years with all of the engines across the island of Sodor, big or small. Let's take a look at all the stories that are a blast from the past for the engines of Sodor.
Well, yeah. I like that intro. That's really interesting. Making sure my dog's okay now. Okay, give you a quick second, everybody. I am back, everybody. Sorry about that. Let's continue.
Later, Dexter was repainted back into red and was given brand new wheels. Sir Charles Topham Hatt came to see him. Well, Dexter, how are you feeling? Brilliant, sir, he said happily. I feel like a brand spanking new coach that came out straight from the workshop. Oh, thank you, sir. It's great to be useful again. Well, that's great to hear, Dexter, replied Sir Charles happily. Now, since you're repaired, you will take part of local trains.
Oh, okay.
Jeff took Dexter back to the big station, and soon he was placed in a consist. Dexter couldn't wait to talk to the coaches. Hello, he called. My name is Dexter. Are you interested in some facts? Right, let's see. Did you know Mallard is the fastest steam locomotive in the world? On July 3rd, 1938, it reached 126 miles per hour and stood bang on the mainland. To this day, he still holds the record as a steam engine, and no one had come close. But the coaches didn't listen, although some say, that's nice. Well, okay. Let's see, what else? Do you know it's possible that man can travel to space?
Oh, hang on a second, guys. My mom's calling. Sorry about that, guys. My mom was showing me something that happened on the news in Canada. Apparently here in Winnipeg, they're opening up a street that apparently is dangerous in our neighborhood. So apparently it's Portage and Main in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So my mom said that she wanted to keep me and Malachi safe, and she said she never wants to see me and Malachi crossing that area. She said because we could die. So anyways, that's what my mom just told me. So yeah, let's continue, shall we?
Coaches still didn't care. Tough crowd, sighed Dexter. Oh, did you know that we don't really care, Dexter, said one of the coaches. Oh, sorry. And Dexter stayed quiet for the rest of the day. Later, Henry was tasked to take the local train that Dexter was on. Maybe the passengers might enjoy what I learned at Harwick, he thought happily. As Henry puffed down the line, Dexter was telling everyone what he had learned. But like the coaches, the passengers weren't interested in what he had to say. Some would say, that's nice, interesting, and neat. No one bothers to listen, he sighed. They probably think that once they're an adult, they don't bother to learn interesting facts.
Poor Dexter.
Later, Henry puffed into a station to collect more passengers. But poor Dexter was still feeling sad that no one was taking interest in what he had learned at Harwood. While he was waiting, he saw a small boy standing on the platform. Dexter was confused. "Hello there. Aren't you supposed to be in school?" he asked. "I wish," replied the boy. "Why do you say that?" "My parents couldn't afford me to get into school," the boy said sadly. "They don't have enough money. I want to learn many things. I do look in books, but I can't read, nor could I count when it comes to numbers." Dexter felt sad for the boy. And then Dexter had an idea. "I better ask the fat controller once we head back to Titmouth."
Ask him what?
"Good evening, Dexter. How was your first day on the railway?" "Sir, I want to be at school again." "A school? But you already were at school, Dexter." "No, sir. I still want to be a coach, sir. But maybe a school on wheels. I go around the island collecting children with the other coaches, and then we get placed in a siding, and the children will learn all the things they need without the parents spending money." Sir Charles pondered at the idea, and then he smiled.
Of course, that's where
"You're
he
a
was
coach with
going
a
with
good
that.
heart, Dexter," he beamed. "Let's try your idea out."
It's
A
gonna
few
work.
days
isn't
later,
it?
Dexter was lined up with some other redundant coaches that were all converted to classrooms. The teachers were all in their coaches that were marked by year group, and James was tasked to take the coaches to the stations where the children were to be picked up. One of these stations was where the little boy who Dexter had met lived. "I hope he enjoys it too," he thought.
Okay.
When the children were collected, James placed the coaches into a siding near a station, and then he puffed away to do other work until it was time to take them home.
Okay.
Throughout the day, the children were being taught about lots of stuff, including their ABCs and 1, 2, 3s.
Supper time.
For recess and lunch, they would head to the station cafe to have food and milk, and sometimes they would learn about the engines which are nearby the station.
Okay.
In the afternoon, James collected the children and took them back to their original stations.
Aww. So it worked out great.
They came to the station where the little boy was from. He ran up to his mother and gave her a hug. Dexter smiled. "So, do you like it?" he asked. "Yes, I did," replied the boy happily. "I can't wait to do it again." Dexter was happy.
That's awesome.
And after delivering his last load of children, he and the other coaches were shunted back into the carriage shed. "Do you lot enjoy being classrooms?" he asked. "Indeed," they replied.
Aww.
"I feel so young being filled with children. I love it," said one of the coaches. "I enjoy the facts that the teachers had talked about. Amazing. I can't wait to hear more." "Well, I can give you some facts," replied Dexter. "Please tell us," asked the coaches.
Oh, wow.
Dexter was so happy. He was glad that there were coaches that were interested in what he has to say. So he gave them all the facts from what he had learned from his time at Harwood, and the other coaches were amazed by it all. Sir Charles Topham Hatt came to the shed. "Dexter, your idea was smashing. I have received a lot of praise from parents who are glad to see that their children were given a fine education. We will be making this permanent," he declared. "Oh,
That's
thank
awesome.
you, sir," beamed Dexter happily. More and more redundant coaches were converted to classrooms, and more children were attending these schools on wheels. All the children were given a great education and loved
That's
it very
awesome.
much. There were even trains for higher school education as well.
That is incredible.
Dexter was pleased that his idea had worked. He enjoyed seeing the children being happy and was glad to share so many facts to both children and coaches who were part of the train over the years. He was happy with his place in the world.
That's awesome.
And he would often say, "Children deserve a good education no matter what."
That is awesome. Tune into tomorrow's video, guys, where we'll be reacting to B-class bullies. I'll see you all next time. This is KBear101 signing out. Adios, everybody.